Studio Paint does not like all of this going on. We are lagging. Also, my guy is not talking. One moment. Mic check. There we go. Now we're talking. Hey, what's up? Welcome in. Warm up here. So I've encountered a problem. With all of my streaming software going, Clip Studio Paint does not want to render anything. Like, it won't even let me draw. Don't think it's because I'm on the wrong layer. Yeah, it's just not drawing. Uh-oh. I'd have to do this in Toon Boom. Well, this is unfortunate. Can't have a drawing stream without drawing. Let's see what happens if I go to Photoshop. See if I can't crash my computer, shall I? Okay, so that's working. It's not my input. Maybe we'll just do my my commission there. I can work on that. This doesn't work. This isn't even tracking. Well, why is my mouse working? This is bizarre. Let's see if this makes it a little lighter. Touch. My thing is busted. Look at this. Can you see that? No, you can't. It won't focus that close. The tip of my stylus is completely worn away. Where did I put my extras? Well, that didn't fix it. But I did need to do that. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great unless my Clip Studio Paint decides to keep not working. After I just sung its praises last time, you know? I was like, this is better than Toon Boom. Not if you keep not working. Gotta stay close. Okay. So maybe what I do is I close this, save it, close it. And I'll open it again. This is bizarre. Like, it truly is just not recognizing my stylus. Because watch, I'll just move my mouse and the brush appears. And if I put my stylus here, the cursor disappears. I have never encountered that. But it works in Photoshop. Alright, well, that sucks. Let me see if I can do it on this. I can even do it in this project. So I can either do some troubleshooting, or I can do my commission. I'll probably just do my commission. Somebody on Reddit had this same problem. Button is messed up and got stuck on right click. Cintiq 16, that's what I got. My button is stuck. No. No, my right click just worked. That's bizarre. I can select colors with it, but I can't draw with it. What the hell? That's insane. Can I use a different tool? Is it the pencil tool? No. Brush? No. I can still right click. This is insane. Okay, well, guess I won't be doing that today. Okay. We'll just do my commission. Okay. Let's work with green because I do want to fix this face. I need to get the reference back. Superman, not now. Fuck out of here, Superman. There they are. Okay. What the fuck, Superman? Oh, there's two windows. I see. Got it. Now we're on the same page. Okay, so I need to figure out where her... She does have a nose, it appears. Very small nose. What am I looking at? Is her eye, like, cut? She's got two different eyes, I guess. Interesting. fix the hair. I really like the layering on the hair. I'm gonna go into more detail with the hood. Maybe I just start coloring. And just chip away, because I've gotten more used to rendering stuff with just paint. Hi, welcome in. With just painting, and then kind of chipping away at it like an oil painting where you layer it in and you do like just blocking, and then you refine from there. Maybe I do that. She's this one. That's right, he wanted me to move these. Let me double check that I have the right orientation for all of these. Okay. Yes, so this is the correct layout. So I'm gonna move these. Here. Not what I wanted. Away. God, I'm chugging along. I need to close some windows. Okay. Got those organized. Green cleanup. I like the silhouette, but I also like the tiny mouth. I like the silhouette of the drawing from the Jujutsu Kaisen reference, but I also like the small face from the actual character from the card. So what brush am I using? Why is that not working? I think I want a clean line. Pink. Alright, everything's lagging. I'm gonna close Clip Studio Paint and I might even nuke my VTuber. Let me see what's using the most. Ooh, my browser is. My CPU is on fire, good lord. Yeah, I'm gonna close my browser. I'll just open it again after stream. Kill it. Thank you. Thought it was my stream that was lagging. No, it is me. Alright. Now Opera is closed. Google Chrome should not have 14 instances open. I literally only have Lo-Fi Hip Hop Girl open. Well, let's close that as well. Sorry, gonna lose music for a second. Good lord. Shit just opens itself. Okay, that opened back up. That's good. Why does it have 18 instances? What the hell? Oh my god. Lo-Fi Girl takes her cut. Yeah, she's cutting my fucking internet in half. God, there's just so many pop-ups. Oh, install. Make Google your default. No, I don't want to. God, stop. Good Jesus. Now it's at 20. I don't want Google Updater. Shut up. I'm just gonna keep closing these. Just one at a time until I accidentally close Lo-Fi Hip Hop Girl. Why did that start coming out of my speakers? Yeah, there it went. Okay, well. I broke the music. Music is back. Good lord. Get the holiday music back. No, absolutely not. Alright, we're just gonna have 16 instances of Google Chrome for some reason. And I'm still lagging. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. Alright, we're gonna cut my VOD, or my VTuber. And Steam. Good lord. Save this real quick and close it. Go ahead and close Steam. almost just accidentally closed OBS. I'm gonna exit Steam. God damn. Crazy. Holy cow, we got 1-to-1 pen drawing. I drew over here, perfectly smooth. On top of the drawing that exists, too much. If I start the line over here, it's fine, but if I go over here, if I just start over here, and then it lags. I've quite literally never seen that before in my life. Perfectly smooth. Lagging. Lag. Okay. I don't know if I can stream right now. I don't know if I can stream right now. This is actually pissing me off. I'd have to start my entire computer over. Technical difficulties is an understatement. This is whatever the what's the hardest difficulty in Wolfenstein? Because it's like baby mode if you're on the easiest level, and then the hardest mode is like prepare your butthole or whatever, something stupid. Technical prepare your butthole. That's what this is. God damn. I genuinely can't draw a straight line. We want it to be a smile. It is a smile for the reference. I guess it's also not off the face, so I should have that back cheek. God tier problems for sure. Okay, okay. Can confirm anytime it's been this bad for me, I've restarted. Yeah, I don't want to do that now that I've started stream, but I will if I absolutely need to. I think I hopefully saved enough of that memory. Still lagging though. Anyway, how are you doing today? Good Lord. Teeny tiny nose. Good Lord. I mean, nothing else is taking up that much space. I don't know. Stream lagged too, just a little. Damn. I'm really trying. Yeah, I'll probably just have to restart, but I'll do that after stream. As long as you guys put up with it. It's gonna be a shorter stream anyway, so I don't have to deal with it for too long. Probably can only go till 6 today. get that variation on her hair, but it's really nice. Not what I wanted. Lighting my inputs too, that's great. That's a little better. I'm willing to wait for you to restart. No, it's okay. We've got 2 other viewers that might not be bots. It's also a hassle, like, you know, it clogs up my YouTube channel with different iterations every time it happens. I'm okay. I'll get over it. There. I'm still kind of blocking stuff in too, so it's not like these lines have to be perfect or anything. I'm just trying to get better shapes. Something to do with my cookies being full. Not my cookies, this Photoshop has a history within it beyond just your steps for undoing. There's like I don't even know how to describe it, but a cache, that's the word. There's a cache. So I wonder if that's full. Sometimes I have to empty that, and that does fix stuff. But I think it's my entire. Oh, hey, what's up? Welcome in. I think my entire computer is lagging. Better shapes on the sleeves too. actively stopped in the middle of a lag. Is that on the screen? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Cool. Yep, 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 yep. We'll just block the stuff in, it's fine. Maybe I do a different pose, because that doesn't really read very well, because the hands are tucked away, so the hands that I've drawn aren't going to show up. Oh, I guess they are there. They're holding the plug. Oh, they're like those, what are those weapons called? Hook claw? No. Oh, no, not Tofana. Tonfa. But not Tonfa. That's not right. You hold here, and then it's got the two little prongs that hook. I feel like hook claw is the correct. I'm not. Nope. Never mind. I was gonna look it up. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna open Opera. It's gonna slow me down. You know what? Maybe slowing down is me having. Nope. If I had the hand center open, that would calculations would be slowing it down. No such luck. These are on the back of her hood. Aren't they? Which one do we like better? Do we like when the ears are here and here? Or do we like that this ear is back here? I feel like based on this design, that the ears are farther back on the back of the head. Erase this one. First option on the back? Okay. Thank you. I appreciate your input. Split the difference on the second ear. I think here. Because the way that I've always learned it is that, like, you don't want to continue a shape that's separate from the back. Like, if two things are blending and they're on different foreground, background, whatever, you don't want to, like, just have a continuous line through, because then you lose that additional language, quote unquote. The variation in the silhouette. I could just hide that ear, because technically it wouldn't show. But I don't like that. I like the both. I want to show both ears. I think it's a good silhouette. Just need to stand out. I don't hate that. Also, this is just rough layout, so I can adjust later. Might be a matter of where this hood ends, actually. If I end it there, then it's more central. Okay. We'll play with it. Play it by ear. I don't have any room. Gotta make the cat ears pull back for more fierceness. I see what you're saying. Like they're, they're reared back as they're hissing or whatever. I know what you're talking about. Honestly, it's a nice shape. You know what? Maybe I do this and just really make it stand out. Like a cocked cat ears. I don't hate that either. I've seen cats do that with their ears. At the very least, it improves the silhouette. It's a stylistic choice at that point. I'll keep it on the table as an option. It also depends on who my client wants. So he can tell me what he wants, and then I can change it. I didn't even look at that stitching in the hair is very cool. And it carries to What's that show with the two angel girls? Need a little more information. Panty and stocking with garter belt? Two angel girls. Are they angels? I didn't know that panty and garter, or panty and, what is it? Stocking. Ah. I didn't know they were supposed to be angels. That's interesting. Okay, this is going to be a lot of texturing too, a lot of shading. I really want to emulate like this with the really harsh black to white highlight to shadow. I think that'll be nice. Look at the reference. Let's see what the background looks like. Just a bunch of hatching. Oh, that's his clothes. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna have room to fit all of that. I'm gonna have to move these fist things, because I do now recognize that the fists need to be at the edges to be jabbing into each other. Or I can just do one fist up and just have the prongs showing. I'll run that by him real quick. See what he thinks. I do think I fixed the face. I can still adjust the mouth a little more, but I do want to see how much he wants to keep it true to the reference. But I do feel like that fits the character, so it's fine. Knuckles pushes together for the pose forward. One fist to showcase the plug. Almost forgot to send a photo. That would have been silly. Hey, do you like how I have this? How do you have it? I don't know. I sent you a photo. No, I didn't. Okay. Might have interesting references. Oh, that's a good point. That is a very dynamic show. Back arm is a little too long. You are correct. Also, I need to... These boxes have to move up on the forearm. Based on this. So I'm going to move everything. I should also probably orient them a little more. Golly, I sure would love if this responded to my inputs. Okay. So... this here. Because then the fists will be, let me pull that back. fists will be at the front, holding those plug things from the front. As they should be. This little bar here. Prongs come off. You could overlap the prongs and have them touch, kind of like overlapping. Or I could go like this and do like an X with the prongs. Let's see how that looks. We're playing. Don't want to block the face, but I'm okay with blocking the costume a little bit. And then I can just angle these a little more this way. Go more of the front because of this angle. Showcase that inside. Let's see what he said. You could have them separated. Ooh, what a good idea. Electricity crackle is nice. If I have them crossed, I do kind of like the idea that there's just sparks kind of flying. That's a really good idea. I like that a lot. Let me get this orientation a little better. Guess that the arm would be sticking out through there, huh? Elbow would be here. because they're throwing my perspective off mentally. Let's get the logistics on these plugs. Perspective on them. Okay, so you wouldn't see this back arm. It was backhand because of the box orientation. Just a little bit more forward. Reference. I feel like they would be. I'm trying to figure out how to twist them. Because you can make them parallel to each other, but they would kind of be oriented in. Which does mean that this is going to be more this way. It's a good lesson in not being too sacred about your drawings. Because you're going to have to rework them at some point anyway. And then you can always go back and do it again. That's how I started thinking about it, is like, yes, I spent a lot of time on it, but that I was able to achieve something that I liked that at any point in this process means that I am capable of doing it again. I don't need to worry about not. You know what I mean? Now they kind of match the orientation of each other a little better. And then I can just have arcing lightning, you know, between these. Or sparks where they're contacting. I like that. And then I can have like, ooh, and then I can add like a lighting effect so that this is like projecting light on her face to like do an underglow. Ooh. Sorry, I'm texting the client. Suggest I separate them a little and add sparks on the back here, angle it the same as the front. Okay. That will fix the ear. Okay, so it's not going to be a dramatic, silhouette, but it's okay. And then he likes the sparks idea, so thank you for that. That was a good idea. I have to get those details later. Honestly, at this point, I don't know that the elbows would show from this angle. Like that. Set up perspective for this. Okay, so I'm looking up at them. Not doing 4-point. I'll do. Fix all of those. Oh, didn't do that one, but Now they're in perspective. Ears are good. Contacts are good. Oops. Buttons are about the same size. Added them a little bit, but for the most part. A little bit smaller. Scoop this a little closer. Better for sure. Okay. So I'm gonna move this down so their head is a little more projected. I don't know if I set an actual, like, template for each of them to show what part of them is actually going to be present. I don't think I did, so I'm going to have to trim a lot of this, actually. saw the start of your stream, then got caught up in a surgery. I wonder what happens if I edit my description. Doesn't matter, can't fetch it from YouTube because it doesn't like me. There we go. Change this to... I feel like that'll just change the... Well, it'll change what people see, and then it'll also change the output. Anywho. Okay, so this is clean-ish. Get these circles in perspective. Which is nearly impossible currently. Now, while I'm here, I might as well teach something. So, whenever I do perspective, I always do a square for whatever it is. You do a box, because then you can make a circle, right? So if I have a square in perspective, this is a square, then you know that circle touches the square on each of the circle sides, if they were the same size, right? You can fit circle in that perspective. Little geometry trick. Because a circle doesn't have 0 edges. It has infinite edges. It actually hits. Actually hits a square on exactly 4 points if you fit it inside of it. Little tip. God, I wish this wasn't lagging. So now that circle is in the perspective of whatever the object is. So for this circle, I'm going to have to match it to the rectangle and just go by, probably just go by this top and this top because it is a rectangle, not a square. Although I guess I could turn it into a square and just, shave whatever edges off and denote where that is in theory, right? I really loved geometry. I hated algebra, but I really loved geometry because it was a very visual language that I was learning. And so I could very easily just go, okay, so the thing that you taught me, I can see physically happening. Easy peasy, right? I can get a compass, I can say the diameter of this circle is this. But with algebra, it was like, imagine an X. And I'm like, you lost me. You lost me. This guy out because this is more or less, I'm pretty sure this is more or less how I wanted this guy to look. The only thing I was going to do is make it more this style and not my style. Actually, I do want to fix his hair. Now that I'm looking at it. need to make it... Well, I guess the hand is kind of in the way of where it's going to be falling. Up down here. He's watching stream. He's in here, he's sniping. He likes the ear where it was, just smaller. Now I don't remember where it was. Oh, accident, went wrong layer. Oh, not. Somewhere around there. It's not done yet. I looked at my phone. It's not done yet. I'll finalize it and I'll try and get perspective a little bit better. I'm going to bring his hair down to here. Wait, you had the first year swipe perfect. No! I'll fix it. Oh my god. The input lag is ridiculous. Look at it. It's fine. It's fine. What do you want? It's fine. How's that? I'll keep both, and then you can tell me the big one or the small one, and then I'll come back. Oh my god. Okay, let me get this eyeball right. I drew it like I draw eyes. That's not what this looks like. That is the right position. Great. Love when it moves after I've moved it. Okay, well. Like it's fucking killing me. Put this into perspective. There we go. Love it. very specific jawline. I don't want to fuck it up. Bring the nose. I'm just gonna bring this whole sector down. Hi, welcome in. How's it going? This is actually bigger. we go. You know what it is? I think I need more of his face hidden. Like, his hairline is too far back. I think I need more of this covered by the hair. Grab this and move it in front of the jaw. That helps. Because then his ear is like here, and that makes where all that hair is. Happy with that. When did I drag the head over? Match that up with the makes sense. Okay. The rest of it, I think, is pretty... I mean, I'm gonna have to deconstruct his costume and all. But I'm gonna be smart about this. I'm gonna work from the foreground to the background, so I'm not doing stuff that I don't need to do, right? That was just a good exercise in hair and such. Confirmation that he liked the bigger ear. I literally just said that I was going to do foreground first, and then I immediately started on the very back of this character. This is quite literally the collar that is in the back of his head. Farthest back thing besides his shoulder right here. Losing it. See the hands. How do I want to perfect these hands? Maybe I use reference. I'm going to take some pictures. Use reference. There went my pen. My glove doesn't help. Also, the tendons don't help. Also, not a karate person. I'm not a karate man, so I don't know how to hold my hand like that properly. I guess that's fine. Oops. This, oh, there, this is very angled down. Did I not draw the knife? It's a knife. What's the point of that? Is that he's leading with his right. He's ambidextrous. I'm just gonna play that That's just how this is working. Or I could flip them. That is part of the drawing process, is you want to flip your image to make sure that it holds up. How did that not work? How did that not flip? That worked. I think that still holds up. Back on your grassy knoll, watching from your perch. How do I want that shaped? Yes, like this. So that's not terrible. But I do need some more depth. I took a picture so that I could use it for reference, and then I didn't use it for reference. I don't know why I was trying to look at it right now. The way that I took the picture does not help because the angle is different on the wrist. I can't. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do a selfie. Is that the right hand? Yes. Gloves. Damn it. Is it the up on the volume? Losing the pose. 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 I lost the pose. There it is. We got it. We're still back. It's a lot easier to struggle with that when I don't have an audience. Okay, let's move the back of this really. Interaction with the wrist is nutty. Oh, right there. Looks like this line continues. Just the meat of the fins. But then there's another bone that comes right here. And that cuts across pretty drastically. Genuinely, the shift in lines is super helpful. Just like separating those from each other does so much for telegraphing what's in front and what's behind. Because when they bleed together, it doesn't really denote that as well. However, we want to stretch this. Love it. Hey, you want to do the thing I want you to do? A little different. pretty fucking good for not having just traced the Jujutsu Kaisen frame. Having used my own reference and quality. Backhand. I just didn't draw the knife. That's crazy. You started flipping out too. That's not good. Something is happening. Somebody's deploying an EMP device. the loose pinky on the knife. I thought I drew his knife. Did I not? Was it a very rough? It was a very rough. That's what it was. Okay. I drew it at some length. The problem being that the whole blade won't be in the frame, but I can get the go over top of the finger. Wait, I did this last time. I held a knife. I have a knife. So blade is out, facing away from the fingers. Blade. And then it curves over top of the fingers at the knuckle, so it'll curve right here. Yeah. That also means that this needs to be angled the other way. That's what it is. Not that you'll see it, but for my own mental state, I need to know where things are. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What? My touch screen is active. Maybe not. Come on. Blade comes like, oops, wrong thing. Blade comes out like that over the fingers. Oh gosh, that makes it bigger. Yeah. Not that any of this is going to show up on screen or on the what, but this is the one picture now. This is the one in the picture. Oh, wait. I believe we talked about him having a blade for both hands or something. And that this is the one in the picture now. Did we say blades in both hands? Does he have I believe you, but I don't remember what the consensus was. I think the idea, what I was reflecting on earlier, was that he has this blade in his backhand, which is his left hand, but in the reference, he has the blade in his front right hand. So in theory, it should be like this, but that's not the. This, I guess Yuta is left-handed. He's got the blade in his left hand. Or if he even had the blade. Does he summon the blade with the ring finger? That makes sense. That he has the cursed sword in his cursed ring hand finger. Whatever. I'm not there yet. No spoilers. Oh, was it this? There's still. Either way, I think it looks pretty badass. I agree. Thank you. I'm glad I fixed his eye, because, like, as much as I love my style, this does look a lot more accurate to the model. Honestly, it looks a little bit closer to Yuta, too. In the expression. Not the style. God, the Jujutsu style is so good. That manga is amazing. Okay, let's get the details, the shoulders and such. This one here. Still looks like DMC. Yeah, absolutely. Hand placement is great. Thank you. Okay, let's go here. Collar, that overlap, nice. Keep parking on the overlap, but it is super important. Emphasize that that's his hair coming down, and a little neckline. See, look at all that time I saved trying to figure out the elbow by blocking it with the blade and not drawing it last. I didn't do any of his accessories. That's gonna be. I'm gonna do that on a separate layer. I'm gonna get this pose in so then I have a point of reference for the anatomy, and then I will draw in his stuff. That is what I am declaring now. I gotta do this bangle. And this is definitely gonna help my accessory drawing abilities, because I am not one for accessories, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the one for accessories. They have so many things going on. Although, I do want to see if I crop these, where the defining line will be. Let's see if I even need to worry about that. a little more jacked. He was a little too skinny there. I guess he is kind of skinny. But I do a little bit of an in-between when I do this. Yep. Classic. Pretty much. Okay, so he's pretty much done minus his clothes. I'm gonna, I'll trace back over it one more time. But his pose is good, his hands are good, line art's good. I just need to find the frame so I know exactly how much of his clothing I need to do. I love doing small details like accessory. Well, I'm happy for you, because that is not me. I am very much somebody who just loves doing the overall, the poses, the ideas. Like, I am a storyboard artist, first and foremost. I genuinely think I should move to storyboarding instead of animating, because with animation, there is still that technical, like, you gotta get in there. But in animation, you're still making things move, so I don't necessarily have to do all the details, but if it was up to me, I would just make sure that all of my characters are so simple that it doesn't matter for the details, right? Anyway, he's pretty good. Like, I just need to do final. I'm gonna do. I'll put a clothing layer, and then a final layer. Okay. So that's pretty solid, minus the accessories. We're gonna see. I'm gonna frame it up, and we'll see exactly how much I need, because I don't even think this is gonna show in reference to what else I have for the other characters. So, we'll see. But back to back, those two do look good. Because, like, okay, let me do like a. Actually, here, I'll just grab this as a good template. So this is the size. That's too small. I'm gonna have to make them. Yeah. I'll go to like. I feel like that's a pretty good size. Let me save that as just a selection. Stroke it. Let's call this frame size. Just for instance, and then I can just grab that. Okay, well, yep. So then I can just, right there, just to center them, have something, and then I can, I can add some little details, what have you. Framing will let you get away with a lot on the edges, honestly. That's a way to do it. Yeah, I like to keep my stuff simple. Okay, let's do her. I really like her design. I might leave her more my style than the Yu-Gi-Oh style. I want them to all be consistent. Although, I will say, Yu-Gi-Oh is very specifically, like, they have so many different styles within the Yu-Gi-Oh style. Like, they let their artists get away with a lot, and I appreciate that. I like when people get to have fun with it. Okay, 5:30. Right, I got about a half an hour, just as a heads up. Clean alt. probably lagging my... Okay. I really like her hair. The hair is nice. I feel like I made her head not big enough. Like, this needs to come down and back. What's the back of her head look like? Oh, she's got long strands back there. I don't know why I thought that was smaller. That one's a little fat, but then this is like a little thingy going on. Oh shit, it goes like this. Very small ear. Jaw. Good to know. Nose is very tiny. I also do this thing where I let some of the picture go over the frame, like it's poking out. If you really like the blade, that is an option in the border. I understood what you meant. That's not a bad idea, but the blade is like in the back, so I do feel like that would kind of contradict the idea of it coming forward. Like if I was going to do that with anything, it would be the front of the hand, maybe. But I understand what you mean, and that's not a bad idea if I do decide that I want to do that. But my restriction is that I would rather not add more to it. As much time I can save on the accessories as possible is pertinent. That ear feels low. Feels like Mr. Crocker. There we go, birds. Don't worry, I will be going back over this. Because that does change the fidelity, as we all remember when we were all here on that same stream that I did, where we talked about how if you rotate things inside of a raster program, that it has to try and render everything again. No, sorry, not raster, vector. Oh wait, was that right? Oh, raster, yes. Vector is where you can rotate things freely. because when you put an image into Photoshop, it asks you to rasterize the image, and that then turns it into regardless of the source. What is her name? What is that? What is that? It's a zigzag, zigzag, zig. Zigzag, zigzag. Got it. Got it. Okay. Ooh, that adds some depth. I like that it goes over top of the ear. It saves me some time. I don't have to worry about it. Big fan. Big fan. I want to... So she has a very angular face, but it's also soft towards the cheek. Like the jawline is sharp. So I might just do this. Some softness there. Very heavy Bayonetta vibes. You can't give me a woman with colored hair and glasses and tell me she's not Bayonetta. Also, she's flirting with me, so my theory stands. Now, I do recognize that I made her flirt with me. However, I don't dislike it, so I don't know how you would even suggest that. Come on. Hey, what's up? Welcome in. I don't think you've done plugs yet. That's alright. Come and join the Discord. Absolutely. Hello! Good luck on your comm. I was about to end today. Particularly busy. Got the notification. I appreciate it. Absolutely Bayonetta. Thank you for stopping in. Alright. So... I want frames to... I don't draw glasses often, so this is a bit... That's okay, I can get over it. smoky eye. Classic. I'll say I went a little big on the eyelid previously on Dragon's Ball. Move the eye back a little bit. So then I have room for the eyelashes, but they aren't touching the glasses. Doesn't have a bottom lid. Interesting. She does have the over the eye line. She reads books, she just gets eye strain, you know. I think I will do just an indicator of the bottom lid. And I do think her pupils are pretty big. I'll be heading to sleep. Nice to catch you. Nice to catch you as well. Yes, hopefully next time. Hi, welcome in. Let's see what that looks like. I need to finish that puke is what I need to do. I'm gonna move her glasses. I'm gonna move this whole eye. Because I do think I pushed her too far to one edge. Needs to be more there. Give her ear some space and move her eye closer to the front where her nose, because the glasses, even though her nose is tiny and she doesn't really have a bridge of her nose, would be like here based on the trajectory of her head perspective. So that like this. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Do. I would rather redraw this eye several times over than have to putz with accessories. I have no problem redrawing eyes several times, but accessories just... I don't have my mental capacity is not capable of processing, like, tiny intricacies. Like, I don't know where to let things overlap and, you know, how to make that look aesthetically pleasing. So, that's just me. Now that looks better. Does the shape of her head look better? I feel like I made it a little bit more accurate to that. Yes. I'm also going to emphasize her eyelash. I think that's cute. Oops. I remember not doing any of her clothes for the sake of simplicity, so I could get the anatomy correct. But now I'm recognizing that I probably at some point should do her clothes for the sake of decency and also because I need to get all of her accessories. Oh, I also didn't do the back of her head. Let me fix my layout so we can see. Like this, like the knotting on her head wrap. I don't know how to do that. Like I don't study hair or accessories. It's just braided, you know what I mean? Like it's not really an accessory, but it's just like it's not something that I study, so I struggle with it. Definitely recognize that I need to practice it more. Think of a braid like you're drawing a rope. I don't draw rope. That would be helpful if I drew rope. Yeah, I feel like that's too far out. It needs to be more stacky. A little better. It's just wrapped so perfectly on here. I'm gonna have to zoom in on it. I'll get to it. I'll get to that. No, these need to be more angular. really good. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a little better. I'll keep it there. I think this is good. You should see me animate. This is not even my forte. I'm not even an illustrator. Let's grab this and move a little closer to the head so that maybe it'll show up in the frame that we do. Do this hand. Started with the hand. It's not overlapping too much, but. Perspective is off. I'm gonna have to fix that. Drink your water. I'm gonna use this as a reference for my finger. Trying to focus on my finger. It's wobbling. I think the back knuckles are good. I think my problem is that the placement of the knuckles on the... I just pointed at my screen. You can't see that. The knuckles here are too far up on the hand. They're too far receded. They need to be down like here. That needs to be where they spring from, like this one, right? That's why those look good, because they're following the curve of the hand. I just tilted this like it was gonna spill into my mouth from a cup. I'm losing my mind. So I think I can probably just keep what I have. Oh, I don't want that. That's fine where it is. Transform it. Either make them smaller, or I can move them in perspective. I can keep the curve of the hand, too, in just moving this middle knuckle down. And so now they're there, and I can just round these off. That is a lot better, actually. Yeah. And just emphasize that curvature. Agreed on the finger placement and mind placement. Yeah. Okay, so that looks a lot better. I think I want to fix the thumb, but I do kind of like the idea that she's like double jointed and she can like flick her thumb out of place. Like this is that bone that's like right here. I like that pose. But I will probably ease it. As nice, as dynamic as it is, right? I mean, you can kind of get that shape. Why don't I do that? Where? Nope, I'm using a brush instead of an eraser is what I'm doing. Connecting those lines will help a little bit. So that it kind of comes forward but then curves back up this way. And I might get rid of this. For the sake of making it a little more gentle. Flat. I want it to keep tilted so then it's like cupped, you know what I mean? So that this is making the, God damn it. This is making this shape moving back into space. But I do want less of it. I want it a little more flat, and I want this interaction to be a little more sharp. See what that looks like. Can you imagine if I was really bad at hands? I just realized I forgot to go back one more. If I was really bad at hands after I drew 1,000 of them. I wasted all that time practicing and then nothing worked. Didn't learn a single goddamn thing. I could have just gone back one more step. But I think I nailed it on the shape that I want for the poem there. So I don't want to go back. That's great. I have options. I also don't need to be that sacred with this. This is still not my final pass. Whatever. Makes my job easier when I clean it up. Okay. I think that's the hand. I think that's the hand I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go one more time over top of it, but not right now. But I think that's the pose. Oh, a little bit on the I see that much on the side. No, but no, I like where the pinky is. I'll move this a little bit towards the pinky. Pinky closer to the palm. I'll remove my hands from the But I have noticed when drawing hands that there is a tiny bit. There's a little. If you make a fist, my pinky's locking up. Ow. I'm drawing for too long. Okay, when you make a fist, and you can see the back of your hand. There's a tiny bit. There's a little thing on the side of the pinky that juts out right here. And I wish my thing would focus. But you can see like it doesn't just go straight down, it like comes out. It comes out and then down. And I learned that over studying all my hands. So that's what I added that right here, just to break up the silhouette a little more. Right there. That's what that is. Because there's that meat on the side of your hand. Okay. I don't like that line. Now that I'm looking at it again, I don't like that line because it breaks the... Everything is overlapping that way. It is going back in space. So in theory, it should actually be that. I feel like it's on the same plane. It needs to be overlapping necessarily. Okay. Shoulder. Neck. Wrist. Elbow. Oh, I didn't do the flyways. Didn't do this little thing. But that's probably not going to show up on the thing. Draw it anyway, just in case. Create language. Oh my god, those are braids, I forgot. Shit. Oh, they go all the way around the back of her head. What was I looking at? I don't know what I was looking at. Agreed. Talking like he's a hand expert and doesn't owe me 180. Is it 180? I can't imagine it's 180. I was going to curse you with more hands if we didn't stream today. How much did I get for not streaming on Monday? How much? How many did I get? going to draw the path of these braids, and then I'm going to get out of here. Where are they coming from? I suppose they're coming from the tail of braids. Do like a one braid overlapping, and have some density to it, and then going around. We'll just put it wrapping around like this. See, this is what I love, is doing like the flourishes, the shape language that adds to the dynamic posing, right? Filling in this space. That's what I love doing. It's similar to accessories, but this around and have a little overlap. This is empty space, and then that can fly up this way if I really want to. I don't know if I like that shape or not. They should probably be flying in the same direction, if I'm being honest. But I can have them cross over each other like that. Yep, there's my alarm. Okay, I like that shape. Fills this gap. Yeah. Okay. So, I have to do close. I have to do effects. I fixed her a lot. Fixed him a lot. He's mostly done. I really just need to do the close on him. He's a good pose. I really have a lot of accessories to do on her. And then her, I think I just need to make sure that that looks okay with the perspective. Other than that, let's put them all side by side. Get out of the way. I feel like she needs to be taller. Yeah, I think that's where we are. Green needs a bigger hood. You want a bigger hood? All right. Let's see what we got. It's fine where it is position-wise, but let's just get that. Oh, yeah. That is better. Although, do I want it lower on her head? Back. Because... No, come on. I have a selection. For the love of God. For the love of God. Down that way. Because of the perspective, so this is blocking more of it, and then there would be more in the back. Yeah, that's better. It would help with perspective because the head is the perfect size. Maniac child fighting two adults. Oh, are they fighting each other? Is that the context of that JJK posing? Those panels? thought they were working together. I thought they were doing like a fusion dance and combining their domain expansion. But I guess no spoilers, but I can imagine with the culling game that they're all trying to kill each other. It does make sense. Anywho, I think that's where I'm gonna end for today. But yeah, made some good progress. They look a lot better, and we'll just keep chipping away. See if I can't get this done by next week. But I got some other stuff that I want to try and get done. Hopefully, my computer doesn't shit itself, but we'll see. Anywho, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. Hopefully, you learned something. If you didn't, tune in next time. Bye.